Hey guys, it's Shelby, and today we're going to be making a little bit of a different video from my normal content. I've been trying to make more videos with off-the-wall tips about how to help the planet because I think there are plenty of videos out there with the basics, including for me. Like I said, I will not stop making them because there are people out there who need them. But I know there are also people out there who need to get beyond the basics. So in today's video, I thought I would try to make some things that I typically buy in plastic without plastic. Those two things will come together to make one meal, and those two things are tortillas and vegan ground beef. Now these two things typically come in plastic. Ground beef, the vegan version, you can't get it without plastic. You can't get it manufactured from a brand without plastic at all that I have found. And then tortillas, you actually can get them without plastic if your local Mexican restaurant will be nice to you and let you take them to go without putting them in any plastic. That is possible for some people, but I wanted to show you just how easy it is actually to make tortillas in your own home without having to buy anything. You probably already have all the ingredients you need for this already in your house. And like I said, I've been trying to make more tips that have to do with things beyond just the regular zero waste swaps, and I've been getting a lot of requests to talk more about companies and governments and how we can do more beyond ourselves. And I'll just tell you guys, I'll probably go into depth with this in another video one day, but I've seen it from both sides. I went to school for environmental science, and then I went to work for the state for environmental regulations, and now I do this as an individual and helping individuals decrease their environmental footprint. And I really think that we have to attack these issues from all sides. But a lot of you guys have been asking me how to choose companies who do better, how to hold companies accountable, etc. And in today's video, I decided to partner up with Thrive Market because they are one of the companies who have actually taken initiative to do their part to help the planet, not just put all of the work onto us. I've been shopping with Thrive Market for a while. You might have seen that if you've seen my older videos, but every single time I talk about Thrive Market and how they are a zero waste business, people seem to be confused because Thrive Market does sell things that come packaged in plastic. Let me explain to you how that works. You may have heard me say this before, but the term zero waste was meant to be an industry term, meaning companies like Thrive Market were meant to take that term and make sure that the waste behind the scenes at their facilities were reduced to as close to zero as possible. The actual definition of zero waste is sending less than 10% of your materials to landfill. Now, why this is important is because companies actually produce a large amount of trash behind the scenes that we don't see. So for every pound of trash we produce, I think it's 70 pounds of trash are produced behind the scenes. So it's a really big impact to support companies who are taking the initiative to lessen their footprint. And that's exactly what Thrive Market does because they are a zero waste business. The term zero waste got twisted up somewhere along the way and took that responsibility off of suppliers, companies, producers, and put it on to the individuals, aka us, leaving us to try to figure out in a non-zero waste world how to make it as close to zero waste as we could. And you might also know that I personally don't believe in the term zero waste as an individual person. I really think that it's up to the system overall to change how our things are made, manufactured, shipped, to shift the waste stream rather than individuals doing it all on our own. And that's why I like partnering up with Thrive Market because they're doing their part as a zero waste business to lessen their footprint on the environment. Some of my favorite pantry staples come from Thrive Market, like the lentils we're going to be using today, the coconut oil that is my favorite, and some other things that are just really good novelty items to get that you can't get at a lot of grocery stores. Not to mention, as far as waste coming to the consumer, Thrive Market ships their packages out in boxes and packs them so tightly like origami to make sure they're not overusing materials or over shipping, and they also wrap all their stuff in compostable materials. So as far as individual zero waste goals go, it's also pretty good for that. So thank you so much to Thrive Market for partnering with me on this video. You guys can get a discount on your first order and a 1-month free trial to their service, so make sure you check them out with the link in the description. And without further ado, let's get into the cooking. I know this is gonna be a lengthy video to film. Let's get started. Normally when I cook, I'm either listening to an audiobook or watching YouTube, so it's gonna be weird to be talking to you instead of doing that, or maybe I'll do both. Recently also, maybe this is embarrassing. Okay, you guys tell me what you think of this. I'll just rest you on my lentils while I tell you that I recently took up my first hobby in so long because YouTube started as my hobby, right? And then I transferred over to that being my job, and then I didn't really have a hobby, and then I just became a workaholic because what was now my job was also fun for me, but that's not really healthy. So I recently picked up a hobby of Pokemon Go. And I'm just watching Pokegirl 7 right now on YouTube, trying to learn the best tips of how to play Pokemon. It makes me feel like such a goober, but also it's very nice because Pokemon Go is one of those games where you have to like go outside to play. You have to walk and be interactive, and there's just so many things to learn and do. So just side note there. But okay, let's get started. We're just gonna use some lentils. Like I said, these are from Thrive Market. They are organic, and these ones are the brown ones, and I also got black ones. So I've never tried to make this ground beef before. This is just something on a whim I decided to do to avoid buying the plastic beef crumble stuff. Madison is really like stern on wanting like a meat type situation with each meal. If it's not like I'm frying tofu, I'm buying beef crumble, or I'm buying the Beyond Beef patties or the Beyond Beef sausages on meat sausages, you know what I meant. And you can get lentils from bulk to do this as well, but I thought the canned ones would be an easy way to go about it for today's video. So, and then in there, I'm gonna put some chili powder, and then I'm gonna put some cumin and some garlic granules, and we'll see how that turns out. Let's get everything put in the Instapot, and then we can get busy attempting to make tortillas, which is going to be an adventure, I think, but I'm excited to try it. So the lentils are actually pretty simple. You just put them in there, cook them up, add some spices, and these I think are gonna be really good, but we'll taste test it on Madison, okay, by the end of this. And then that's basically it. You let this get a little bit cooled off, not quite so hot. It won't be so soupy-ish because you know they have a little bit of liquid in them. You can already tell right now that they're starting to get more texture instead of like being a little bit moist. So this will be good. I'm gonna let that cool off while we start to make the tortillas. Making tortillas was actually so super simple. I'm gonna leave the recipe for these that I use linked below because traditional tortillas are actually made with animal fat, and these obviously don't have animal fat in them. So if you're looking for a super simple recipe to make tortillas, it can help you avoid plastic, and you probably already have all these ingredients in your house. So make sure you check that out. But I just got all my ingredients prepped and whipped up some tortillas real quick. Plenty of you guys have moms or grandmas, or maybe you do it yourself, that actually make tortillas, and you're probably just laughing at this point at my attempt at tortillas. But this is what the first four look like. They're pretty thin because that's how I prefer them to be, and I'm just gonna fry them up and hope for the best. If you do make your own tortillas and you are like a master at it, much better at it than me, please leave me your recommendations and like tips in the comments. I would love to hear them. I also have so much more respect now for the companies who make perfectly round tortillas, because there's nothing perfect or even round about these. These 4 tortillas are done, and I just want you guys to see, I didn't do too terribly bad because they're pretty like, they're still kind of malleable. This one's really small. This is the first one that I did. They're still like good. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like I should eat one right now because I want to try it while it's fresh, but Madison's not here, and I really love to get her to taste test things for you guys. But this one too, oh my God, I'm so proud. I feel like they came out pretty good. The true telling is going to be the taste test, so we'll wait for that, but I'm going to put these in a stasher bag until she gets home. Will they fit in one of these? I have the sandwich size ones and the gallon size ones. I'm just gonna go with gallon size so we don't have to worry about squishing them at all. And then when she gets home, I'll reheat them a little bit in the oven and or in the microwave maybe, and I will let you guys know what she thinks and I will film it for you, okay? I'm cutting my head off. Can you see it? There we go. Last one going in. I'm gonna make the other 4 and then I'm gonna save them all in here and then I will let you know tonight.
A few moments later.
Fast forward a little bit, no makeup, post-shower, sweatshirt time, but Madison's here, so we're gonna have her taste test the tacos. Oh no, you don't cut those up? No, people are gonna freak out. Tell us what you've made here that you've concocted.
I've made some tacos. So I just put a little bit of onion, a little bit of spinach, and some tomatoes on there. And made it with Shelby's lovely lentil meat stuff. And her tortillas that she also made. So now we're gonna give it a taste. Oh, there goes the pop. That's pretty good.
I told her people are gonna freak out that she left her tomatoes whole in her taco.
Should we get a close up? What?
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Can we trade it for the beef crumble though? That's the real question.
Oh, I do like a good beef crumble.
Like maybe I can get better at making this.
But like sometimes this, sometimes the beef crumble. I'd be okay with that.
Hey guys, well thanks for hanging out with me today while I cook some things. Madison does a taste test for us. Let us know if you want to see more videos like this. And a huge thank you to Thrive Market for partnering with me on this video. Don't forget, if you want to check them out, you get 25% off of your purchase, plus a free month to their membership. Remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs.
The world needs all the good that you can do.
Okay, bye guys.